Today we will be doing the new event, chapters 4 to 7 today. So, let's do it. What terrible luck. Main Street. The library door isn't locked, but no amount of pushing or pulling is opening it. Furthermore, invisible walls are preventing you from exiting through the windows or the roof. This is tricky. Let's review what we know. We have 4 students stuck in the library: Rosehearts, Asim, Spade, and Howl. The librarians are all out attending to other matters, meetings, book procurement, and so on. Seems you 4 are the only ones stuck inside. Dear me, what terrible luck for you boys. Spoken with such nonchalance, but if you believe this has to do with our luck, then it implies this is some sort of accident. And if the accident arises due to issues the school faculties or management, that makes it the school's responsibility. Eek! No! Stop! Don't use scary words like accident or responsibility. Literally me. I started looking into it as soon as the headmaid alerted me to what was going on. But I found no clear reason why the library would be locked or sealed off, and I can't detect any spells I recognize. In addition, the school and library barriers don't seem to be malfunctioning. Nothing about this makes any sense. Looking into the cause can wait. Our first priority is getting these pups out of their cage. You make me so uncomfortable. Please shut up. We need to get this door open and get back to class as quickly as possible. If we don't let these rowdy pups out soon, they might start tearing up the interior and ruining valuable literature. Professor Cruel, if I may, that concern is hardly... Professor Cruel is absolutely right. We can't just stand idly by. I'll use magic to open the door. It's a trifling enough task for someone of my caliber. We're so lucky that the faculty came. Yeah, we should thank Jamil later. I don't like turning to others for help, but the sooner we can get back to our dorms, the better. Being tardy is a grave matter indeed. I must get to class as quickly as possible. Strange. What's wrong, sir? I've been casting a whole variety of spells on the door, but none of them are working. So much for the headmaid's caliber. Step aside, I'll burn that door down. Don't be absurd. That door is highly valuable. Headmaids, did you just show more concern for the door than your own students? That's hardly an appropriate attitude for an educator. No, not at all, not at all. What I meant was, any impact strong enough to break down the door could potentially endanger the students inside. I'll need you to all sit tight until we figure out a solution to this. And if we can't find one today, prepare yourselves for the possibility that you may have to spend the night there. What? You expect us to spend the night here? How can you say something like that so nonchalantly? I need to finish an assignment by tomorrow. Please get me out of here. I agree with them. I have responsibilities as a house warden. I must be freed at once. Come on, it isn't that bad. Ain't a library all quiet and easy to sleep in? I think it'd be a ton of fun having us have a sleepover in the library. You can all read books, eat good food, dancing, and spend the whole night chatting. That sounds like the life. I want to go in. I'm busting out the door right now. No! My valuable vintage door! Wait. The door isn't burning? Thank goodness for that. Magical fire didn't work. What manner of power is at play here? No need to fear. Help has arrived. That voice. To be continued. Chapter 5. A generous compliment. Did I startle you? Yeah, I have a habit of doing that. But you're in good hands now. I'll help you out. I'll have you out of that library in no time. With these muscles. Please respectfully shut up. No, that door is a cultural asset that has been placed in this institute since it was founded. Blech. I can't speak today. Wait. The door isn't broken? Unbelievable. How is it still standing after I rammed it with my signature tackle? That move never fails to squash the most fearsome of beasts. Didn't so much as dent the door. Something's clearly afoot. My goodness, Professor Cool. That's a generous compliment. You're making me blush. Please just shut up. It wasn't a compliment. Stop taking matters into your own hands. This time I feared it was doomed for certain. The entire reason I chose not to call him in was because it was patently obvious he'd go for a brute force approach. What was that? Coach Vargas had tackled the door? It didn't even so much as shake. If both magic and might are proving effective, then that means our prospect of escape has dimmed considerably. Dear me. The library is the brains of this campus. It houses many rare and one-of-a-kind books, as well as the tomes that cost tens of thousands of thou marks per volume. It houses many volumes from my own highly valuable collection, which I compiled by traveling all over the world. The idea of such treasure trove being left inaccessible is entirely unacceptable. I shall exhaust every possible means to resolve this matter. I'll start by looking up some literature on... Oh, wait, I can't enter the library. I can only hope what books I have in my office will offer some useful insights. I'll look through them and see. Coach Vargas, I'd like your assistance. You'll need my muscles, huh? I got biceps to spare. Please shut up. Like, actually, I don't like you. No hate to anyone who actually likes Vargas, but, like, I just don't like him. Professor Cruel, tell the student body to stay away from the library. It's bad enough 4 people are trapped inside. We must head off any other additional trouble. Understood. Rosehearts, you and the other boys sit tight, and whatever you do, do not damage the library or any of the books. Yes, Head Mage. Professor Train, if you'd please, stay here and keep an eye on things. I'm worried those 4 might do something reckless and destroy the library. I mean, they could hurt themselves. Alright. As for you, Lilia and Grimm, do you understand the situation? Something's what's going on with the library, and you gotta do something to get Riddle and the others out. This was an acceptable level of comprehension on your part. On that note, you 2 are on go for duty. Go for duty? What does that mean specifically? Delivering things as needed, passing along messages. I'm sure other tasks will arise as well, as someone's got to do them. Do be sure to prioritize any communication for me. Is that clear? Crystal clear, sir. Hey, don't just roll over and accept orders. I don't want to do it. Oh, really? That's unfortunate. I've got a few invoices I'll need to send to Ramshackle Dorm. No fair. Okay, fine. We'll take the stinking job. You're gonna run us through the ringer. You better be ready. We'll be counting on you both. Professor Train, you're in charge here. Everyone else, do as Professor Train says. Oh, how terribly busy I am. They can expect us to sit around doing nothing while the others solve this. Right, we should do what we can inside the library to find a way out. Well said, I fully agree. To be continued. Last one for today. That one time. Library entrance hall. A way out. If we could identify what's causing this, it follows that a solution would present itself. Can any of you think of any reason why you've been trapped in here? For example, if any of you might have done something to anger someone. Could it be resentment over that one time? Maybe it was that one guy. Could it be from that incident? You guys all have guesses? I can't think of any way I might have upset someone. Or was there perhaps something strange that happened before you became trapped? It was business as usual, I think. Oh wait, the sky flashed. It was just for a split second, though. The sky flashed? I observed it as well. Before I could ascertain what was happening, I heard Kaleem shouting. Oh yeah, something weird fell from the sky. Something weird? Describe it to me. It's like a balloon. Yeah, a small balloon. And this is the symbol on the outside. Kind of like a sun. Okay, come to think of it, I was leaning out the window when I snagged this balloon thingy in the first place. A sun symbol? Rose Hearts, use your magic to send me the object Asim found. A breach of the library rules? Library rules? Like no being loud and no running? Were there others? Plenty, yes. I'm the one referring to as no removing library property without permission. No Raven College's school library nullifies spells that would remove items from inside it. As the headmaid said, the library houses a great many rare and valuable books. So it has its own special preventive barrier separate from the one surrounding the campus. Every book here is magically bound to its location. Consider it the library's unique security system, if that makes it easier to understand. But wouldn't that keep people from checking out books and taking them to their dorm? Books I checked out through formal procures. I cannot say that word. I'm sorry, guys. Are exempt, of course. The checkout procure serves a dual purpose. One is to document who currently has possession of what books. The other is to dispel the book's enchantment and allow it to be removed from the premises. So that's why I had to follow procedures for checking books out. I had no idea. Me either. You should know. You sure know a lot of stuff, Riddle. Oh come on. I don't know about Kaleem, but you and I were both there for the overview they gave us at orientation dues. They did that? I barely used the library, so I guess I forgot. Is that right? I'll ensure you all know about it by the time I'm done tutoring you. Be ready. Didn't that balloon-like object come in from outside the library? As long as it's not library property, you should be able to send it outside. It doesn't count as a rule violation. I see. Alright, may I borrow that, Kaleem? Sure. Here goes. Oh, I know. What if Housework and Riddle used his magic to send us outside, too? I doubt that'd work. Only a handful of mages are capable of teleporting people, and the limitations are... That's a alright. It's no use. It's not just that we can't leave. We can't send objects outside either. Very well. I'll examine it through the glass. All of you head to one of the windows nearby. To be continued. And that are chapters 4 and 6. Tomorrow is 7 to 9. Gonna do battle. And then gonna do some other stuff before we end off today's video. So let's do this. Okay. いいだろどうしてやろうとしたさあさあさあでは今つまんないね頑張らないで I won 感謝せよまた一つ that was actually pretty easy. And I got all of these. Okay, I want to see if I have anything. Nope, I don't. So, let's see if I can get anything from the good old shop. I have enough for one of those, but that won't be enough. So, let's just kind of do this. Okay. Now that we got that, we are going to go read part 2 of the Vigilant and then end off today's video. Library entrance hall. Oh, that makes sense. I guess we can call the painting finished then. Wait, I have an idea. You do? Yeah, let's paint some mountains in the space at the bottom. Mix some blue and yellow, a little of this. There. Now to fill in this space. How's that? Ooh. The lights really look like they're flying, not like streetlights or headlights at all anymore. Yeah, there are lanterns floating in the sky. Nice work, Jack. The mountains have a dark, muted color, but it makes the light of the lanterns pop more than it did before. Now that you mention it, I agree. This makes it easy to see why the princess was so captivated by the lights. Come on, guys. You're laying it on a little thick. All I did was add a rough mountain ridgeline and color in it. No need to be modest. It's strange, though. You didn't do anything to the lights themselves, so why does it look so much more convincing now? It's because there was more detail added in to indicate that the lights are over the mountains. We're just gonna skip this, because I can. I gained 5 more gems from that. Okay, so exams. It's fine. I won! Again! I really want Riddle, because I love Riddle. I don't have enough to get him. And that's a-okay. Anyway, we're gonna end the video off here. Bye!